Turkey projects power in 4 directions: toward Russia and Ukraine in the north, the European Union in the west, the Arab world and the Mediterranean in the south, and Iran and the Caucasus in the east. Let's start with the north. Turkey is Russia's only access point to the Mediterranean, through the Bosphorus Straits in Istanbul. Since the Anatolian Peninsula is the only landmass separating the Black Sea from the Mediterranean, Russia depends on Turkey to reach the Mediterranean Sea, so anything that Russia sends to the Arab world or southern Europe relies on Turkey allowing passage through the Bosphorus. As I mentioned, Turkey has a presence in the Black Sea, and currently is the strongest power there, but it faces geopolitical competition from Russia. Although Turkey is open to cooperation with Russia, it also supports Ukraine and has an interest in limiting Russian military influence in the region. That makes Turkey's role important for all neighboring countries. Second, looking at the southern borders, Turkey is the main land bridge between Europe and the Middle East. Its borders with Arab countries give it both political and cultural ties with the Arab world. And Turkey has several times been impacted by events in Arab countries. The same applies to the Mediterranean. Turkey has important political positions regarding Cyprus, Greece, and Libya. Its presence on the sea is also a core part of NATO's strategy, as it competes with Russian influence, as mentioned earlier, and as it strengthens maritime partnerships with allies like Italy, France, and Spain. To the east, Turkey engages with Iran and the Caucasus. In the Caucasus, it works with Azerbaijan to transport oil from the Caspian Sea to European markets. Turkey also imports oil from Turkmenistan. These 3 countries have close cultural ties, which makes their partnership smoother. Regarding Azerbaijan, Turkey supports it against Armenia, especially since Turkey and Armenia have tense relations. Finally, we come to Iran on Turkey's eastern border. Even though Turkey is a US ally and a NATO member, it plays an important role with Iran through its economic openness. The Turkish market is one of the most important destinations for Iranian exports due to US and European sanctions, and the same applies to Iran's imports. Turkey is also sometimes able to politically balance between the US and Iran to its own advantage, a position made possible by its strategic and central location. Thank you for watching.